Howdy all, Relax Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright, I did a little work around the base, while I was waiting for it to get daytime here. I, mostly just wanted to stop from accidentally pulling out blocks. And then I ran out of wood, so I, jumped down and harvested some wood, but I didn't go ahead and fill back in those gaps. But yeah, I think we should be good to go out and find some more places to loot today. Let's see. Let's check this here, and if this isn't anything, I'll just follow this road to the south maybe and see what's up down there. What's up down there? Oh. Yeah, it's, man, been a, been a busy week, again. I don't know, as I say every time, I am struggling to get on a decent schedule lately, it seems. Where am I? Okay, I need to go way farther to the west here. But man, this week feels especially busy. I barely had time to even join the gaming group. I was an hour late Wednesday night because of work. It's just been insane this week. We did get a little further in V Rising. Not too much farther. I'm thinking about making my own castle here pretty quick, though. Because, there's been some, I don't know, man. Dim has been off his rocker over that game, for the past couple of weeks. We're kind of pushing into the end of the tier we're on. And so we just got, well, no. This is basically what happened was, well, okay. No. We are pushing into the end of the tier we're on. But mid-tier introduces new materials and a new location. And so, so with the new materials, the new location, we have to kill the new bosses to get access to the new materials, right? And so two of those new materials are silk and I don't remember what the new metal is called. It's like radium. It's not radium, but it's something like that. And so so the silk is made. You gotta unlock the recipe for silk by killing a boss, but the actual silk is made using silkworms, which you collect from this this spider cave. It seemed there were a lot of them there. So I go out and I start killing spiders for the spider cave. You have to kill the spider queen to get the silk recipe, and so I'm out there by myself, and I'm just killing the spiders that are in the cave, leading up to the Spider Queen, and, well then, I don't remember what, Zahn was doing, but Dim is over fighting the other thing that we need, which are werewolves. Now, they only come out at night, and so I had gone into the Spider Cave during the daytime, and was still in there when it got to night. And so Dim is like, hey, you guys want to come over and help me kill these werewolves? I'm like, I can't at the moment. I'm like halfway through the spider cave collecting silkworms. And he's like, well, we need the werewolves, right? I'm like, yeah, we need the silkworms, right? Well, we can't use the silkworms yet, but we can start making use of the werewolf hide. And I'm like, okay, but what use does that do us? Like, we can't. Do you have the mutant grease to go with it? Well, no. Do you have the recipe uh to be able to make the, I forget what the werewolf hide he makes. He's like, well, we got that. I'm like, yeah, but you don't have the mutant grease, do you? Well, no. I'm like, what do you need this werewolf hide for? And he's like, to make that new armor. I'm like, okay, and how do we make the new armor? Well, we're gonna need lots of threads. I'm like, yeah, what kind of threads? Silk. I'm like, exactly. So I'm gonna be over here killing these guys. You be over there killing those guys. And then when Zon gets done whatever he was doing, then we can start hunting the bosses to get the recipes. I don't see the big deal is. He's like, yeah, but who knows when we're gonna be able to get to the Spider Queen? I'm like, well, who knows when we're gonna be able to? Then what? Think about what you're saying. We can't use nice vegetable stew and meat stew. Meat stew is usually my go-to. That's awesome. But I'm like, dude, you can't use those werewolf hides until we have enough mutant grease and we can make silk. Cause it's werewolf hide mutant grease to make the leather part of the new armor. And then it's sulfur. I think it's no, sulfur's in the new metal. Um what's in the silk? I know it's like 3 silk and 3 something cloth. I think it's just cloth. 3 silk and 3 cloth to make the silk part of the new armor. But we can't make the silk at all. And he doesn't have any mutant grease. So I don't know why he was so angry that I was just going to continue what I had already started doing. I don't know. He's been like that for a couple of weeks, for real. It's been something else, man. I don't know what his problem's been. But, yeah, so we hopped over and killed the werewolf boss after I finished getting to the Spider Queen. And then we popped over to do the Spider Queen. But we couldn't kill her. She was I don't know what the deal is. We just couldn't do it. And so we went and we killed a different boss to get access to the new metal. Because we have been collecting these weapons that you have to use an ancient forge to clean up, and they take the new metal, and actually they take the previous tier weapon, and then the new metal and something else. I forget what the other thing is. To be able to make. But so we did get a couple of the new weapons. Although we're gonna have to get way more material to make that new metal, so that we can get more of those weapons going. And so maybe we can take the old Spider Queen tomorrow, I think, when we play. But yeah, I just woof. And then he's like, he's driving me crazy. And then we're we're fighting, right? We're fighting. And as I've mentioned before, the game, your vampire has to have blood. Okay, I don't want to come here into the frozen area. I just want to get far enough down here to put it on the map. So you have to have blood, and I needed blood, and we found a guy who had a high percentage. And then he got mad because I drank the blood to make that my new blood, rather than sending it back to base so that we could use it later. I'm like, yeah, but I need it now. I'm like, what are you talking about? We already have people with decent blood back at base. We're just not at base. I'm out of blood. I need blood now. In fact, we went in and we killed that boss, and we only got it down to about halfway, and then I fought the boss the rest of the way by myself, which was pretty funny. It was really easy by myself. It was not as easy with other people. Not because there were less ads or anything, but just because I had more room to maneuver. The she would use a flamethrower, and so you just had to stay away from her flamethrower range. And then the other thing that she did was she'd fly up in the air, and then she'd fly around dropping bombs. And so the big issue with that, with three of us, was that she's dropping bombs where all three of us are, and then they explode and cover a big area in fire, which made it tough to get around, right? But when it was just me, then I could just run around ahead of her, and she'd drop firebombs behind me in the big arena area that you fought her in. And so it was a bit easier by myself because I had more room to maneuver. And then the ads weren't too terrible. I don't know why I came down this little dirt road. I don't want to loot that little dirt place. But yeah, that's I don't know, that's most of the gaming I've done this week. I played a little bit of Destiny 2. There was a I haven't played that in a long time. I wanted to load that up and check it out again. I didn't play very long at all, honestly. I played for like maybe 40 minutes, and then I didn't have any more time. And I haven't really played anything else, honestly. I think last weekend I was super tired, so I just loaded up 112, which is the European 911 game where you basically are just a police dispatcher, or an emergency services dispatcher, and I just played that for the afternoon. I just didn't have it in me to do anything else. Hopefully it's not that way tomorrow. But yeah. I started putting together my bookcase. I bought a bookcase to put my board games on. I have so many board games, and I'm mildly excited. Maybe more than a little mildly excited. But here next week, I finally got the tracking numbers saying that Monday, I think, one of the games I kickstarted 3 years ago is supposed to be here. I'm super excited to see what that game is like. It's one, it's got the kind of story I love. It's humans receive a signal from outer space. They put together an interstellar ship, the ISS Vanguard, and they go to check out the signal. And when they get there, it's a giant space station thing, and the message then changes to one of apology, saying that they had no choice, and now they've drawn the humans into this great galactic puzzle that's going to destroy everything, and so then the game plays out from there. What I found that interests me so much about it, beyond the storyline of a single Earth ship being far from home in alien space, trying to solve an ancient galactic puzzle, which sounds amazing to me, was I love the concept of a spaceship trapped somewhere else with limited supplies, trying to find their way home, while having to scavenge for everything that they can get their hands on. I actually played a video game that's similar to that not too long ago, but it wasn't great. I don't remember what that game was called. I'm sure it's on my Steam list though. and But what's really unique about the game is that it comes in two sections, and so instead of being a traditional board game, instead it plays out of two big binders. And so one binder is your ship, and so there's the ship turn where you go through and you do stuff like research and scanning and manufacturing and all that stuff. Communications, trading, maybe all that stuff, right? And then the other binder are the missions. And so they said basically the game plays out. You take a ship turn, and then you complete the ship turn, and it's about 45 minutes, I think they said, maybe, for a ship turn, and that's like setting up your away teams and you know putting someone in for engineering, someone in for navigation, that kind of stuff, and then when you end that turn, then chances are you've started a mission, and so then you swap binders, and then you do the mission binder for whatever mission you happen to be doing, which would be landing your away party on whatever planet it is, and then dealing with whatever's on that planet. And so there's like a lot of alien figures and human figures and dice to roll and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, I've been waiting about 3 years for it. It's been out on Amazon for probably close to 2, because I didn't understand what they meant when they said single shipment. I apparently missed the paragraph that explained that to me. I assumed what it meant was that they would just box everything into a single box when they were ready. Well, I mean, no, I was accurate in my thought process. I just didn't realize what that meant. I thought they boxed it all into one box, and it would take them a little longer because they had to box all of it together instead of sending me multiple boxes as they became available. So I chose single shipment. So what that turned out to mean was 3 years go by because single shipment included the DLCs that they hadn't designed yet. And so not only do I get the main game, but I'm also getting all the DLCs that have come out for it, and some of it's unique to the Kickstarter edition, and then some extras that I purchased along with it, like the playmats. I love the playmats. I think that's the coolest thing, I think, from the handful of games I've kickstarted is instead of a board, they come with neoprene mats that you lay down, so they're way easier to work with, and you don't have to worry about tearing them or anything like that. And so yes, I'm really looking forward to that. So I have a giant pile of board games, and my gaming table currently has a board game on it that I haven't played. I intended to, but I don't know. My family was really into board games and stuff for a while, and then they all just quit. And so I think it's going to be back to me playing board games solo. Luckily, a lot of the board games I have purchased are 1, 2, X number of players. And you know, I've got a few that I've owned for a long time that I never finished that I want to finish. Because I don't buy like Monopoly. I'm not talking like Monopoly. I'm talking like an RPG where there are, you know, dozens of dungeons to go through, and the board changes in between sessions, and there's a storyline, and your guys go up levels and stuff like that. I have a few different games like that. Why does that just say he? What's up with this place? This looks like a... It's like a weird kind of... Oh, I can't even go through here. Oh, oh, oh. It's a military... It's a military something or another here. Military checkpoint. Want a pizza? Come to Mama Pizza. I could go for some pizza. Oh, you're not military. You're minors. Now your head's off. Alright, let's check this place out, because this is weird looking. So I'm super looking forward to that, and then like I said, I got all those board games, and I need some place to put them besides a big pile. And they currently are in a couple of big piles, and I'd like to have something nice to put them on. So I bought this bookcase, and I finally started putting it together today. And I only got so far. I'm not gonna lie. I went and I got my drill out, because I use it like a electric screwdriver kind of thing. And I got out my battery charger and my extra battery. I didn't need my extra battery or anything, but and then I started working on it, and I got all the parts out, and it's pretty big. It's got 6 shelves and a metal frame that it goes into, and they're maybe about 4-foot wide shelves. And so you got to piece it all together, of course, because it came in a big box from Amazon. And so I'm piecing together the shelves, and they've got like a back to them and sides to them, and there's like little pegs I had to insert. And then I put in I didn't even look at what was in that car. I just clicked loot. Oh, it didn't look like there was anything. See, I was tempted just to scrap this pistol. I think I'm gonna. Scrapped ya. And, you know, it took a little while to get all that put together, but it wasn't bad. And, I got it all together, and then I went to do the next part, and the next part was like, so what we want you to do is we want you to insert all these bolts into the metal frame and bolt the metal frame together, and then bolt all that to the bottom of the shelves. But here's the trick. It's all on Allen wrench. I'm like, what? Like, I already had to put, like, what was it? I already had to put, oh, is this like a... Oh, that's cool. It's an airlock. I already had to put, like, 56 wooden pegs into the shelves. And then it was, 48 screws into the shelves. And was it really that much? It was 36 screws into the shelves. But it was like 56 pegs. And then and now you're telling me I gotta switch to an Allen wrench, and then put in like another 56 bolts by hand. I'm like, no thanks. And so I came over to get my my bit set that's got Allen wrenches in it, or Allen tips for my drill, and but because of where it was at, I had to sit down at my computer to reach it because it's on a low shelf over here next to my computer desk. I never made back over to that side of the room after that today. I have been at the computer, well, you know, upstairs and around, but mostly at the computer all day. Not getting anything done for sure. I have gotten my distraction show currently is GTA No Pixel. They have quite the events happening the last few days, and so I was stuck watching that for sure. Oh, dude. Well. He's not dead. So all my time has been, well, not, okay, when I say all my time, I pretty much constantly have something playing on the side television when I'm working and stuff. And so this this week it's just been the No Pixel. Because when I'm working, I've got my main screen, and then like where I do my work, and then I have to keep track of a bunch of stuff. So I've got a couple other programs open on the other screen, and then and so then like, okay, I use televisions as my monitors, and so I have a couple of large televisions as my monitors, and so I have like a, I don't even know what size that television is, 65? I think it's a 65 inch is my one monitor, and it's across the room from me, so you know we're talking like eight or so feet away from me, but it's big enough that I can split it up into about 4 or 5 different screens of stuff, and so you know, I have some of my work programs on there, but I've also got a good chunk of it is my entertainment while I'm working. Mostly I watch stuff that's like a podcast kind of thing. And so yeah, so No Pixel has been my corner of that all week. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just been so interesting to me. Because it's like a role play server. So they're all playing like characters and stuff, and they had like, I don't know, just a bunch of stuff going on that was really interesting. Trials, and I think the police department's about to implode in on itself, and get back. And I don't know. I find it so interesting, and so just end up watching it. Okay, let's get this repaired. Let's get this repaired. But it means I really didn't watch much of anything. Also, my one show that I've really been watching. Hey, nobody said to open that. Why did that open? I didn't say to open that. Trying to get me killed? Ooh, I need that though. I'm gonna end up having to junk stuff here, I think. I don't need that. Oh, this is way more important than some old pipes. Oh, I thought he was farther away. I'm not sure how I stabbed the floor and broke a glass, but it is what it is. Let's see. What have I done for video games this week? Like I said, not really much of anything. Are these supposed to be soldiers? I guess they're soldiers. I always thought they were miners. I guess they're soldiers. I don't know. I feel like the soldier thing changed, and now they look more like um, the old miner skin. 2013. Corn. It's corn. Oh man. Let's see. Paper. Sand. Clay. Get rid of those. Oh wow, guy. You gotta stab her in the face, right? See the face? There you go. I better use a kit here. Getting low. Getting low and I'm not done finding things to poke me. What is this? Super corn. Here. I don't know if that's helpful if we scrap that. I could probably get rid of nails, right? Bad doggy. You getting back up? We'll get back down. Yeah, is there like a special set of loot boxes in this place? It can't be just that one box I picked up. potato seeds. That'll be great. Dang it. 9. We're only up to 9 of harvesting tools. It's crazy to me. Like, the main tool that you gotta use. Now, I see you. Most dangerous thing here, stupid buzzards. You guys gonna keep making me shoot that? Shoot that, Oh, there's like a whole nother section of this place. Alright, well, we'll finish looking up on the roof here, and then, I'll... Dude, did you die from one hit? How weak are you? Your buddy just went down. A single hit. Okay. Alright, then we can get in and check that other place out next time. Ooh. Look at that. I'm at 12 on rifles, but 9 on harvesting tools. It's crazy. Alright, with that, be behind the small things leading to the light. I will talk to you later.